And so here I am, I'm actually going towards the lodge, and I was thinking to myself, what can I do in order for the Prime Minister to remember me? You know, the Prime Minister probably meets hundreds of people every day, as if he remembers everyone that he meets. And so here I am, I'm about to walk into the Prime Minister's house, the lodge there, just recently, early on this year. I had this long sleeve jacket on, he didn't notice that I had a prosthetic arm. As the Prime Minister of Australia went to shake my hand actually came off into the Prime Minister's hand. Glenn McGrath was there, Adam Gilchrist was there, the PM's wife Therese was there. They started cracking up laughing. The world's media came in, taking photos, everything like this. Prime Minister Kevin Rudd standing there holding my hand. You know, in his Australia Day speech, he goes, "Today we're surrounded by very significant Australians. We have Aboriginal elders, we have community leaders, we have sports heroes. But nothing can ever beat the intro I got to Sam this morning, because when you meet Sam, it's an extraordinary experience, because when you shake his hand, he will leave his hand in your hand." And the Prime Minister of Australia then looked over to me and he goes, "And thanks, Sam, I'm still recovering from therapy today." I put the Prime Minister into therapy. You know, the thing about it is, again, I made the most of that moment. I was reading recently about this guy. His name is Juan Mann. He started the Free Hugs campaign. Have you heard of that? Here is a guy, right? He was doing some backpacking over in Europe. A family tragedy happened back here in Australia, in Sydney. He jumped on a plane in London, flew from London through to Sydney. As he was getting off the plane, all the loved ones that else were on the planes had, you know, people to come up to him, greet them, hug them and everything like that. No one at all came up to him. No one at all came up to him and hugged him and embraced him. He felt alone. He felt isolated. So what did he do? Instead of getting bitter, he actually decided to get better. He went back to his apartment, got a massive big piece of cardboard. On the piece of cardboard, he wrote "Free Hugs" on it. He stood in the middle of the mall with this massive big sign. At first, people were laughing at him. After a while, people came up to him, hugged him and embraced him. Did you know now that this Free Hugs campaign is in over 150 different countries? It has been viewed on YouTube over 50 million times. He's been on shows like Oprah Winfrey, David Letterman, all from this one moment in his life of coming off that plane, where he decided not to get bitter, but he decided to get better. Where he decided it wasn't his condition, but it was actually his decision.